Subject is AC machines, single phase transformers. Here the subtopics are constructional detail subtransformers. So we have learned in previous class working principle of transformer, features of transformer, classification of transformer. So here objective and completion of this topic, so we would able to know or understand the constructional details of transformer, the constructional details of transformer. Here basic parts of a transformer. Here in this diagram, transformer construction, see here, these are the silicon sheets. This core is silicon sheets. These sheets are here, number of sheets are, see here, number of sheets. Here the basic part of transformer are magnetic core. This is magnetic core. This one is magnetic core. So here this is called winding. This is the winding, and this also winding. So winding or coils, it can be called as winding or coils. Here magnetic core, the core material and its construction should be such that, so here maximum flux is created in the core. In that way we can construct the core. See here, this is the shell type. This is the shell type core. Here this one is cardboard. This one is cardboard. This is the insulated paper. This is a lamination. This is lamination. So this lamination is A lamination and this lamination is E lamination. E lamination. This winding is is wounded to this core with insulating paper. So here this core, the flux will be maximum flowing. So with the minimum magnetizing current, the magnetizing current is minimum and flux is maximum. Minimum magnetizing current, flux is maximum. Here in this core is the flux is maximum created. So due to minimum magnetizing current, the losses also minimum core losses. The losses also minimum core losses. Here transformer construction, the core consists of two parts. This These are the called limbs or legs up to this point. Limbs or legs, these points. Limbs or legs. So the vertical portion on which winding or coils are wounded are called limbs. This is called. So this winding is wounded to the limbs. So this portion is called. This portion is called limbs. This winding is connected to the wounded to the limbs here. See here. This is the winding in this way. Yokes. Limbs. This one is called yoke. This horizontal one is yoke. The top and bottom. This bottom and this tops is called. This top is called. This bottom is called yoke. The top and bottom horizontal portions are called as yokes of the core. Yokes of the core. Here in this transformer, these are the leads, primary, secondary. That means leads means these are the winding connecting points. Input or output, or otherwise output or input. And this is paper laminated core. This is paper laminated core, and here it is central in this limb. Near to the core, the primary winding is connected, and after that laminated, then secondary. This big dotted secondary winding. This small dotted are primary winding. Shows here. This is a paper insulation. Here we are using paper insulation. So primary and secondary between primary and secondary winding, in that between the insulation will be coated. Next, here yokes connects the limbs. And serve for closing the magnetic circuit. Here these yokes are here. These yokes are connected to these limbs. Then it will be closed path. That means closed magnetic circuit. In two-limbed core, the cross-sectional area of the limbs and the yokes are identical. In two-limbed core, the cross-sectional area of the limbs and the yokes are identical. In previous case, so two-limbed, only two limbs are present. The yoke and limbs or area, cross-sectional area, same for the primary and secondary. Here in three-limbed, this one is three-limbed. Here, this is the one, and this one is second one, and this one is third one. Here, three limbs are using. So this is a three-limbed core. Windings are placed around the central limb. Here in this central limb, winding are placed. This limb is known as main limb. This limb is known as main limb. Here single lamination See here, single lamination and laminated core. In all type of, this is a single lamination and this is a laminated core total. This one is. In all type of transformer, the core is made of silicon steels. That means steel having silicon content. Steel having silicon content. Silicon steel. And generally it is silicon steel. So high silicon content reduces the hysteresis losses. Very very important. It reduces the high silicon. It reduces the hysteresis losses. It reduces the hysteresis losses. The core is laminated to reduce the eddy current losses. Here core reduces the, that means when the core is laminated, then it reduces the eddy current losses. When the silicon content reduces the hysteresis losses. So very very important. The silicon reduces the hysteresis losses and lamination reduces the eddy current losses. Eddy current losses. So this is a very important point. And next one is, so to reduce the losses for the cold rolled grain oriented silicon steel, laminations are used. Here to reduce the losses further, CRGO, cold rolled grain oriented silicon steel is used for reducing the hysteresis losses, and eddy current losses are reduced to lamination of this core. So laminations are insulated from each other by light coat. So this one is light coat lamination. This one is each one is so light coat lamination. So are vanished by an oxide layer. See this one, observe this one here. So the laminations are cut in the form of A, SI, S, R, L, S. To avoid high reluctance, at the joints, the laminations are butted against each other and alternate layers are inverted. To avoid high reluctance at the joints, the laminations are butted against each other and alternate layers are inverted. See how they are fixing this winding and this one limbs, and this how the transformer has high voltage and low voltage coils for each phase. So the coils may be either cylindrical, concentric, or sandwich type. Cylindrical, concentric, or sandwich type. Here this is a cylindrical type. This one is a cylindrical type. So here concentric coils. Concentric coils are used in core type transformer. So the two windings are wound on two different limbs. The two windings are wound on two different limbs. For this type of leakage flux will be, for this type is leakage flux will be more. So here to reduce the leakage flux, the two windings are wound on the same limb. Here two windings, here the LT winding, that means primary winding, or secondary winding, wound on the same limb on the both sides of the limbs, on the both sides of the limb. The first one, so near to the core, LT winding is connected, then after that it is insulated, then after the ST winding wound, ST winding is wounded after the insulation of LT windings. So this is reduce this technique. So this construction technique is reduces the leakage flux in two windings are wound on the same limb and on both the limbs. So here the position of the HV and LV windings with respect to the core is very important for insulation requirement. So if it's very this so here the position of the HV LV winding is connection of winding is important with respect to the core is very important. So now see here, observe this one. Here see, this is the core and this is the core, and at the near to the core, the near to the core LV is used, LV winding is used. This is the LV winding. This is the LV winding. After that the core, after that core is insulated. After that, after the LV winding it is insulated, then HV winding, here this is the HV winding. HV winding is wounded. HV winding is wounded. This is the HV winding. This is the insulation. This is the insulation, and this is LV, and this is the LV insulation. So this is the construction. So the low voltage winding is placed near the core because it's easier to insulate from the core. So the high voltage windings are placed after the LV winding. So here the sandwich coils, that means one by one, step by step coils are connected. This is the sandwich coils. How it is connected? Here, see here, starting here the near central limb, these are the LV winding. After that HV winding, then LV winding, HV winding, LV winding. So one by one, step by step, it is sandwiched. So LV upon HV upon LV, that means here one by one, so it is so wounded one upon one, HV upon LV, LV upon HV, it is so wounded in this way. So that means it is wounded on sandwich step. This is called sandwich coil. So sandwich coils are commonly used for shell type transformer. Shell type transformer, we have three limbs. One main limb, this one. These are the two output limbs. The leakage reactance of the winding can be easily controlled in the sandwich coils, that means shell type transformer. So leakage flux can be further reduced by subdividing the HV and LV coils. A leakage flux is further reduced by subdividing HV and LV. So here the high voltage coils lie between the two low voltage coils. Here, see here, this HV is between LV. So this HV is between LV, and this HV between LV and LV. The two low voltage coils are the ends have half of the turns. Here these are the half of the turns. LV. These are the LV. So the two low voltage coils are the ends have half of the turns of low voltage. High voltage coils, and these coils are called half coils. So we have discussed about the basic parts of a transformer: core, winding. So now go for quiz. The core is divided into limb and yoke, not limb and winding, limb and yoke. That is the answer. The core is laminated. Why is core is laminated? To reduce the eddy current losses. So here hysteresis losses are reduced by using silicon. The hysteresis losses are by using silicon. These losses are using lamination of core. The transformer core is made up of CRGO, silicon steel, CRGO. The concentric coils are used in core type transformer. Yes, it is true. So because of it reduces the leakage flux. Sandwich coils are used in shell type. Yes. Transformer. Yes, it is true. The frequently asked examination questions. Explain the constructional details of a transformer. Thank you.